Well, today is Wednesday, May 13th. The week's kind of flying. It's busy. We have some gorgeous weather today in Southern California. It's sunny, a nice breeze, not too warm. We got some blue skies and clouds. Good day to sit outside. Today I was hoping that we were going to have a flyover of some fighter jets to honor first responders and those healthcare workers in hospitals, but they canceled that this morning. But I was checking, and it seems like the Blue Angels are going to be flying over San Diego and Los Angeles on Friday, probably Los Angeles area about 1:30. So for me, that's exciting, you know. So check on the internet and see what time in Los Angeles, if it's still going to be 1:30. But if you want to go outside and watch them go overhead, it's pretty impressive. Okay, so today's gospel we're going to read from is from John. And Jesus says to his disciples, "I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine grower. He takes every branch in me that does not bear fruit, and everyone that does, he prunes so that it bears more fruit. You are already pruned because of the word I spoke to you. Remain in me, and as I remain in you. Just as a branch cannot bear fruit on its own unless it remains on the vine, so neither can you unless you remain in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. Whoever remains in me and I in him will bear much fruit, because without me you can do nothing. Anyone who does not remain in me will be thrown out like a branch and wither. People will gather them and throw them into a fire, and they will be burned. If you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask for whatever you want and it will be done for you. By this my Father is glorified, that you bear much fruit and become my disciples." The gospel of the Lord. So it's very fitting today. I am out here I have a grapevine plant, and so you see this here? It's very full of leaves. And I actually bought it for my husband a couple of years ago on our anniversary, and he planted it out front of the house here. It needs the proper amount of sunshine, so we put it on this side so it gets lots of sunshine and watering. A couple of weeks ago, it just started sprouting again, you know, so probably when we started our quarantine, it was a bare vine with just a few a little sprinkles. And if you remember, we had a lot of rain and it just overflowed. And we had to prune it back a little bit, and still, look at it, it's thriving. And we even have grapes forming. Okay, so if you look at this, we have some little grapes forming. Okay, but for these grapes to grow, I'm going to need to trim back the leaves that don't have any fruit coming near it, and back so the nutrients can get into this grape and make them nice and plump and nice and sweet. Okay, it took us a couple of years to do this. We got this just like a bare plant, and a couple of years it just, you know, we didn't know if we were ever going to get fruit because we didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know that we had to trim it back, we had to prune it, we had to discipline it to go onto the vine. Okay, so it's kind of like our own spiritual lives. In our gospel it says, "I am the true vine, my Father is the vine grower. He takes every branch in me that doesn't bear fruit, and everyone that does, he prunes so it will bear more fruit." So you are already pruned because of the word I spoke to you. Okay, so through Jesus we get that the pruning. So here we have Jesus the vine, and we are the branches. God is the vine grower. Okay, so we look at this vine. We're going to clip it back some more, and because it's kind of unruly, it's been left attended for the last couple of weeks. We've been kind of busy, you know, and now it's sun shining, and so now it's time to bring it back and discipline it. Okay, those fruits need to get more water, and then God, just looking at that, God prunes us sometimes. It might be hardships, it might be this quarantine to discipline us. or the commandments to keep us in line and to grow in his ways. So we need to abide by him and his pruning so that we can produce good fruit. He even trims away some dead branches sometimes. I love that Jesus uses tactile and visual, concrete ways to explain the Father to all of us disciples. So today I want you to reflect on the things that God wants you to trim in your spiritual flaws, okay? And in your life. How does he want you to water your faith? So I want you to talk to your kids about it, or who you live with, or maybe your friends. Google, maybe for the fun part of this, maybe Google how to grow grapes. And you can see what I'm doing good or bad here. For you adults, maybe you want to learn how to make some wine. It might be kind of fun to read up on, you know. So about when Amy Grant was probably about 16 or 17, she wrote this song, and I love it. It's a little folksy and it's a little hokey, but it kind of fits with our grape and vine theme today. Okay, bear with me. It's called Grape, Grape, Joy. I am a small and lonely grape, clutching to the vine, waiting for the day when I'll become my Savior's wine. Oh, wouldn't French cuisine just yearn it? I've eternity to ferment. Knowing me, I'd end up ripple in a cellar of Chablis. Are you a small and lonely grape, clutching to the vine, waiting for the day when you'll become your Savior's wine? Don't give up, hope ye heavy laden. You don't want to be a raisin. There's a grape, grape joy in Jesus in the vineyard of the Lord. There's a grape, grape joy in Jesus in the vineyard of the Lord. Okay, so that's it. We've had enough for today. Keep joy in your heart as you shelter and stay safer at home. Keep pruning by praying, listening, and disciplining yourself. And may you become a fine, fine wine in Jesus. God bless you.